my second day in the Dominican Republic. And boy, has it been jam-packed and full of all kinds of stuff. When I went into breakfast, there was a guy there. Another traveler, actually he's a surgeon. His name is Greg, and really cool guy. Had lots of stories to tell about people here, about things he's experienced, things he's done, some warnings, some do's, some don'ts. The priest who does mass here, he sat down and talked to us a little bit. Basically gave us an introduction to ILAC and what they are, kind of talked about that a little bit. Talked about speaking Spanish here, about learning here, about the culture, what's different, what's expected, just a general introduction to our trip. And after that, we went to Mass, and which was primarily done in Spanish. He also threw in English here and there to better explain some things. After the Mass, we had a quick group photo. It was a bit of waiting before lunch, and in that time I had wandered back into the chapel and saw the two musicians trying to figure out what was up with one of their speakers. I wasn't doing anything, so I went over and tried to talk to them a little bit. The guitarist and the singer, he speaks broken English, and he happened to be the one who took our group photo. So I was like, cool, I can go talk to him a little bit. So that's what I did. I talked to him, asked what was up. Ended up helping them take the thing apart. But in that, they also saw some of my equipment. So they were kind of wondering about that, and I ended up getting out my microphones and showing it to them, and he saw the vocal microphone. He wants me to record him and some of his friends do a song. We'll talk again next Sunday, because he's here every Sunday. And another thing that we managed to decide was I would speak in English, he would speak in Spanish, and I would help him learn English and he would help me learn Spanish. Then we had a tour of the compound of the center. After the tour, we got ready to head out. Once we got to the end of the street, they started flagging down some Guaguas, which are the public transport vans. Since there's so many of us, they were afraid that they'd have to get 3, but luckily we were able to fit in 2. I was on the second one. There were about 5 of us who got on the second one. The driver was kind of cool. The driver and his assistant. This particular Guagua, when they had seen how many people we had, they told Margarita that if she called them, they'd come by and pick us up with an empty Guagua. He dropped us off at a mall. It's the closest ATM to the center. Then we just wandered around, got some ice cream, frozen yogurt from a little shop, thanks to Kat for paying for everybody, and just wandered around the mall for a little while, exploring, just taking a break. When we left, we had to wait outside a little while for the Guagua to show up, but he showed up and we all piled in. It was a crazy ride, because they managed to fit all 21 of us. I had my back to one of the passenger seats, was basically wedged in a little crevice, and now it's a free night, the only free night we get for about 5 or 6 days, because everything is so jam-packed full of introduction stuff. This is the end of day 2 in the Dominican Republic. This is Josh, signing out.